Alright, so we are back for the final round, playing for all the Moto marbles, and I think I played against this guy yesterday in VMA. I don't remember who won, though. Been playing a lot of that format. So, we are 2-1, which means that I will likely not be playing this deck in Portland. However, in between rounds, I started sketching out a different list for Devotion with red, and I might play like the Stormbreath Dragons main deck. I saw a couple of those pop up while I was at Wizards, and they looked interesting. And then also you have Xenagos, which kind of takes like the Pharika slot, but also gives you another Planeswalker against control. So this hand is not great, but I'm going to keep it. If we draw a land, we have Courser on 3, and that's basically, you know, like the bottom end of draws we could have, especially on the draw. So he's got an island, so hopefully a mono blue deck. Really don't need that third blue Chronos. Yep, Frostburn weird. So we have Courser mana, that's cool. I think I'm just going to run this Burning Tree out. There's no reason to really save it. It gives him a thing to Tidebinder Mage, but I actively want him to Tidebinder this, so maybe that induces him to do something. So can't really block because he can just pump, and you know, maybe it screws his turn up or whatever, but I doubt it. And regardless, it's not really worth me throwing my guy away just to have him try and skip his turn. So I could try and play Gyre Sage first and then evolve that, but I think I just want Courser and then to hit my land drop and play Plukernos. So Gyre Sage might just end up not getting cast this game, but I'm fine with that. Kind of under some pressure and don't really have time to try and dirtle around with this and try and make it big. So unfortunately, if we had it on turn 2, it would have been sweet. But so he does have the Tidebinder, and now I'm taking a gigantic beating. So this it's strange that he pumped this rather than activate Mutavault, because it's full 1 less damage. But alright, so we have a Temple, which is fine. Wish it was any untapped land, but you know. So if I play Pharika, it's at 6, and that's probably going to be more effective in the long run. Although I think I'm just going to die to this Thassa. So I need to keep this Burning Tree back to hopefully disincentivize him from attacking with Tidebinder and Mutavault. I think I'm probably just dead, though. If he unblockables this, or just attacks with it. So if I take this, I go down to 4, and then both of these are lethal next turn, so I think I actually need to block. So that I can potentially take 4, go to 9. So I'm pretty dead. We're going to keep playing. So I'm very dead now. Yeah, okay. That'll do it. So this matchup can be kind of rough if you don't draw tactics, or just like have a mana guy and, you know, start doing stuff early. So Pharikas are not great. Ileas are still fine because of board stalls. Boon Satyr is kind of bad, but is good with tactics. And then the Eidolons are okay if they're just kind of trying to like stabilize the board. Like if they can't really put pressure on you because you have a Courser and they haven't Tidebindered it or whatever, then you have some time to sit back and draw some cards, but you don't want to draw a bunch of these. So I think cutting the Boon Satyrs is right because we have some Scavenging Oozes and whatnot, and we're on the play. So I'm not too worried about, you know, drawing too many 4s or whatever. So this is generally what I do. Like, they have some evasion guys, so you could potentially board in the Disciples. Golgari Charm is also reasonable against Mastro Waves, so I've boarded in these a few times too, but I don't know. This looks like the best to me. I guess I kind of want to cut a Garrick too. Those are pretty slow. So we'll do that for a Charm. That sounds fine. This hand is obviously pretty bad. If we had a forest in addition to this, it would be a very good hand with 2 mana guys and a tactics. Oh, and then this hand is so bad. And this is one of the issues of relying on a deck with mana creatures, is when you get a hand without them, your draws normally look pretty bad, but I try to mitigate that by lowering the curve and putting in some other stuff, but I don't think I can keep this hand. It's pretty easy to win on a Multiply if you have like 2 mana guys and a tactic, so I'm just going to try and hit something like that. So this is not great since we don't have any lands, but we do have 2 tactics, so even if we miss our land drop like once, we'll still probably be fine, but we don't. I don't think I'm going to take the 2 damage. I don't think it's worth it just to play out a Burning Tree. So now I'll go Burning Tree into Ooze. Okay, now we're in an interesting spot. I could certainly just tactics to try and kill this, but I think it's better to get Courser out there and then maybe hit my next land drop and then just tactics away all of his guys. So Gyre Sage, again, you're a little late, but it's alright. I'm not mad at you. You've been doing good work. The amount of times that this shows up, you know, past the early turns where it's pretty bad, kind of leads me to believe I should only have 2 in my deck, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess he's just going to Night Veil it anyway, so that's fine. Ooh, Arbor Colossus, that is big. That's a big creature. So we have a Mana Confluence, that's cool. I'm going to run that out there. And then tactics these 2. Fight and fight. And then eat one of your guys. And I think we turned the corner. You know, we, despite our mulligan to 5, we've actually curved out pretty well. Managed to 2-for-1 him with tactics, and now I have a pretty good board. Another Courser on top, which is not the greatest, but if the next card is a land, even if it's a Nykthos, like we'll get to do some cool stuff. Just get the Colossus out there and whatnot. But so that's fine. Not too worried about that Master, especially with the Charm on top. So now I'm tempted to just play the Colossus. Could certainly just tactics his 2 guys again, but I think I would rather charm them. And I don't think he really has a good attack, especially even if he turns on Thoughts. I have the 6/6 to block. So things are going pretty well. Tidebinder's kind of annoying. Means I'm going to probably take a reasonable hit this turn, but still at a comfortable 17 life. So I'm going to block his Mutavaults and then untap and tactics away his other stuff, I think. So I go to 5, but I don't think it's a big deal. Oh, they're 3/3s. Yeah, I forgot about that. That changes things. I'm still blocking here because it prevents the most damage. I would like to kill one of those Mutavaults. That would be nice. But I don't really want to trade my Ooze. That might be a necessity at this point. I don't know. So I'm taking 12 down to 5. And then hopefully he can't kill me with like Thassa and whatnot. Man, maybe I do need to make this trade, but I kind of want this to gain the life back too. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time for that. So if I block this, I take 13 down to 4. Next turn, I tactics these 3 guys, kill these 3 guys. I'll probably have to do that on his turn. He might sack this to ding me, but he doesn't have enough to kill me. So I think that's okay. I think this is the best block we have. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then I can't really tactics until his turn, so... And alternatively, I can't really charm because then if he plays a blue guy and turns on his Thassa, he can just unblockable it and kill me. So I need to hold up tactics. So hopefully he'll let me block first. That would be the best case scenario. Like, let me block his Mutavaults. Thought it was in pretty good shape. Maybe I shouldn't have played that Colossus. Maybe I should have just charmed this and not taken the hit. That would have been a lot better, I think. Because I just took 1,000,000 points of damage for, like, no reason. I thought it was... I didn't think about the Master Mutavault thing. If those were 2/2s, I think my play would have been okay because he would have had 2 less lands. Alright, so now I think I can just charm since he's attacking. And then that'll allow me to gain some life, get a little breathing room. But I do have to do this before I block, just because he could have a counterspell, in which case that is probably going to change how I would block. So, oh man, negate? Ah, wow, that is brutal. Okay, still think I'm okay. Oh man, what if he just has 2 counterspells because that's why he didn't attack with the Mutavaults? That'd be so sick. Now I can only tactics one thing. It's going to be the Courser. And I'm going to try and hit his Master. Does he have like negate dissolve? That'd be insane. Am I getting slow rolled? Nope. Okay, cool. So get to fight this. That is maybe worse than just fighting this. No, because I would take more damage. Okay, and then I have the Arbor Colossus to either kill it or block if he doesn't Thassa it. But so the Ooze kills that. That's cool. No, another Master. Wow. Man, despite my mulligan, I thought I was going to win this game, but that does not appear to be the case. So I'm going to take the opportunity to grow that Ooze. And I think he knows all my cards at this point, so I basically can't win. Man, that was brutal. I guess if I was going to charm... I should have done it on my turn, but again, I thought there would be the chance of him playing a blue guy and playing that, and then making Thassa unblockable, and then I would have to tactics anyway. So I thought the charming would be better on his turn. That's pretty crazy, though. I guess after you get wrecked by tactics, you have to take some measures, you know. So I have 4 things. He has a million things. I don't think I can really convince him to be conservative with his attacks or Thossing, especially if he remembers that he knows all my cards. Maybe just attacking with the ooze is best. I can't win by sitting, so just gonna do this. And then my hope is that he doesn't attack with his Mutavaults, he doesn't unblockable things, and he forgets that ooze can gain life. I'm basically dead. Tidebiter Mage does not help things. And this is third master, or no, second, but he had a negate. Card is brutal. It's a very good card. So overall, the deck certainly needs help against blue-white control. I did mulligan to 5 this game, and it was still very competitive, and I think I could have won had I played better. So this matchup is also okay. It could certainly be better. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure if what I did this game was right or wrong. I think I could have tried to play around things, even like negate, where I don't think it's in his deck, but it very well could be, and if I have the option to play around it, I probably should have. So, gives me hope, you know, that that I mulled to 5, and these games were still... This game was still pretty close. So that's it. He attacked me. I am dead. These daily events have been brutal. I've gone like 2-2 in every one, I think. But I beat the crap out of the 2 black decks I played against, which is good. Lost to blue-white, which I expected, and then this matchup was close. So got what I deserved, I guess. But for Portland, it looks like I will be playing monsters and then just working on this deck on the side again. So... take some lethal damage here, and thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it and hope you enjoyed it.